Welcome in, my friends. Literally, it is I, Daizo, and we are doing another reaction. Hell yeah! So I have my two friends here today. Meet Chaser the Ultimate Gamer, or Chasin' Scooter now instead of Chaser the Ultimate. Well, okay, he's Chaser the Ultimate Gamer, but he used to be Scooter 1028.9, but now he goes by Chasin' Scooter.
Oh, I thought it was Jimmy Sparkle Paint.
Well, look, we're all confused tonight, so, you know.
Welcome in, everyone. It's always good to see you guys. Happy to be here with Daizo today. But, yeah.
And I have my other friend over here, who is a recent reactee of my stuff, Sokol. Sokol the Oshawott.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so today we are going to be reacting to a pretty old, like, it's not old. This is
4 years ago.
This is undoubtedly, like, the best top 10 I've done. Like, a couple years ago, me, Evil Guy Chaser, and Hunter did a reaction to my other countdowns, and oh boy, let's say they're terrible. This one is gonna be less terrible, so.
I still think it's better than my top 10 video. We'll get to that reaction.
We'll
later.
get to that one.
Yeah.
And we will make sure Evil Guy and Jamie and Hunter are there to see that one.
I gotta say, it's great.
Yep, pretty great. Pretty great.
Pretty great.
Okay, so we got ads because, you know, Discord, YouTube is a thing, and they play ads. So we're gonna be yelling ads every time an ad comes in. So, and that's we'll take frequent breaks. So, anyway,
Because Daizo wants his money from ad revenue.
Exactly. Give me money. Anyway, here we go.
You're doing this
okay,
for
we'll
free
go.
labor.
We'll go at go. All right, we'll go at go.
Okay. You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Starting the video in 3, 2, 1, go! Take
2, 1, go!
Star Wars!
I love Lego
Boom!
Star Wars. I still actually like this intro, even though it's very 2012.
Wow,
I think
finally
it
I
feels
like,
like that has
I
been
like
going
this
for a
like
long
2012
time.
intros.
Hey there, mates and females.
I think they're even
This
older
is
than
Daizo
2012.
Devon. Now, a lot of you may know me for creating such classics
Yeah,
like
probably.
100 Rooms of Enemies, Crack the Hat,
hey, look,
Alpha
it's the Nightmare
Sphere,
Edition.
or some neat level design
Yeah.
contest entries. In today's video, I
Whoa,
decided
let's
to
look at
basically
me.
come out and say
Elfie!
that I'm not perfect,
Ooh,
and even the
scary.
best modders have some real terrible levels we produce. These levels can result from a lot
Sorry,
of things,
Evie.
like being horribly rushed, making something uninspired,
Poor Evie.
Hey, that level
executing
still
an idea
exists.
poorly, trying to appeal to trends, or even producing something as a joke that ends up falling flat. Before I begin, I'm gonna lay out a few
We will
rules.
not talk
I'm not
about
using
Hi,
levels
Bill.
of unreleased or no longer
Hi, Bill.
available projects, so no Sumaru challenges. I won't be
No
putting in
Sumaru
any of my
challenges.
early
Yeah, no, it's
Kaiser
out
projects
now.
in this simply
Play it.
because that
It's
is a whole
good.
different can of maggots to open up. And
Maggots.
finally, I will
Nice.
be including levels from collaborative entries, so
Maybe you're
long as
one
the
word off from a
stages I
slur.
made are
Just because.
90% mine.
Oh,
Alright,
jeez.
it's time to embrace the failure
Hey, that hack
got
still
me to
isn't
where I
out
am
yet.
today.
And it won't be for another few years. At least.
Number 10, let's go.
This
a goal.
is Yumpelovania.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Copyright, let's go. Actually, wait. If I got copyright, how did this pass? Anyway.
Now, for those who have
I
played
remember
Crack
this
the
video,
Hack,
or
you
the-
might either love
level.
or
Oh, hey,
hate
look.
this level for several
Just
reasons. To
I
those
hear
who
I
you like
just-
stories,
like,
buddy.
hey, isn't this a
Yeah,
parody
same.
level? Isn't it made to be bad? Is this supposed to be? This is meant to be a joke, right? I'm putting this level on the list because while yes, this is a level inspired by the Jump Team project, Yump, this is still not an ideal level that anyone should make.
Yeah, please
That's
don't make
not
this.
fucking fair.
It's got 3 sections.
I love those.
Don't get careless or
Does
else.
is awesome.
Janky Hackmate.
Despite
and
the fact that he
Goldtrap
hates my
Central.
stories,
You
he's a
could
really
try
awesome
to get the
guy.
one up in the
But apparently you love the Law and
Happy
Order one.
crap
Oh yeah,
reference.
like
But then
clearly
you turn
he
to
liked
Angry
that
Cow,
one because
and
I
no
didn't
one
write
wants
it.
to be Angry Cow.
This level is
You helped me
pure
with it. It
non-effort
wasn't
and
just
purposefully
my
so.
story.
The flaws in this
Collaborative
level are
effort.
I mean,
pretty
yeah.
obvious. It's a blank
Give
lid,
yourself some
front
credit.
door, the message box is
Okay,
a
fine.
cringe,
I wrote the
aesthetics
entire
not
thing.
pleasing in the
There, happy.
slightest.
Okay, now hold on.
And music
Hold on
from
there.
Megalovania.
Don't
Admittedly,
take all
First
the
thing
goddamn
is taking
credit.
credit and
I
then
used
just
Sans
it
like
in the
Undertale.
special world since
Sans
that is
Undertale.
where you'd expect the most strangest and most difficult levels in any ROM hack.
Daizo, I still kind of hate you for making this level.
I mean,
Hell
there is
yeah.
a reason why we call it
And Metal
Daizo.
Pizza made
There
his
is a
own
reason why we
small
call it
hacks
Daizo
that made the
difficulty.
level a lot
I know,
more
right?
interesting. I'd say the only catch to trying to beat this level is to go for Yumpelovania's achievement, where you have to beat the level in a single run. Myself and Metal
Hell
Pizza
yeah.
really enjoyed making the stage, and we
Oh,
also
fuck
liked
that.
all the
I
small
don't think I still
details
even
we
beat
put in it.
that.
My favorite part is still the
Did you
level
even beat
Fail
it
Thief,
normally?
which uses a huge sample
I don't
from
think
Sonic
so.
CD's Game Over.
That's why I'm like, I'm
I don't
not
even
sure.
think you got through Bowser's Castle.
I think that's where I
Skinny.
died.
Yeah, you got a game over. I remember.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Does cook. I love his smile there.
Oh yeah, fun
Fuck
fact,
off!
ever since the later updates have cracked the hack, the timer
Okay,
is
yeah, this
removed
video's
from
still
every
pretty
single
good.
level. So the happy crap reference is actually easier since the
I was
original
worried I
level
might
had
hate
a
this
very
video
low
now because it's
timer,
like
just to
old.
make things even more irritating to beat. My level
It's not
does
that
lose
old.
points
I mean,
since
it's
Super
not,
Mario 64
but-
beat me to the reference.
Look.
I mean,
Damn
if you're,
it,
if you're gonna call this old, you'd be one of those people that thinks we really needed a remaster of Last of Us 2 that's only 3 years old. You're gonna call that old.
Yeah, I would call
When
it
we're
old,
playing this
actually.
level
I'm
again,
so
it's
old,
I
pretty
think-
low on this list since it wasn't as
I'm
bad
so
as
old, I
remembered
think a
it.
PlayStation
Still,
4 is a
even at
classic
ninth
console.
place,
I
I
think
knew
it's
this level
retro.
isn't for everyone. But hey,
You think it's
at least you're not driving from
Oh,
pot.
no,
Yeah,
I
it's more
didn't.
totally retro, man.
Oh, hell
Should
yeah,
be
this
old as
level.
an Atari boy.
Fun fact, you can play it.
The
LDC 6 compilation released, so you can play this level.
Some broken rules, which I'll get to later. In
Broken
hindsight, the
rules,
concept of this
hell
level is
yeah.
surprisingly simple.
I'm
Plan ahead.
I'm a
Take advantage of what
trendsetter.
the level gives
I
you.
didn't break
are.
the
Will be
I like
rules.
breaking
But
rules
since the
too,
info
except
box
they only
only
really
works
apply
with
to
Rules
Charlie.
are made to be broken.
Yeah, if you don't get the memo, suddenly
Yeah.
this level is gonna get slightly more annoying. What helps a lot in this stage is
Fun
the
fact,
use of
Max
blue
and Dix
coins to
really
tell you
like this level,
when some
despite-
enemies will show up.
The-
Other
okay,
times,
how
you
the
should
way
know
he
to
says
step
that
back
he
so
said
rocks
it
and
has
other traps
everything
can't
he
get to
hates,
you.
and somehow
In a
he
few
liked it.
cases, you will also have to deal with some
For,
irritatingly
I can
placed
already
bullet
tell my
arrows,
one problem with
which,
the level
if you
that
don't
is way
understand how they
too
work in an
fucking
auto-scroller,
slow.
you're screwed.
Oh my god.
Now, the reason it got
At least you're not-
rejected is
well,
because
okay,
of the
this
secret
part you're
exit.
not doing
the
much.
rule I broke is using objects in unintended purposes.
What the
which,
fuck kind
while
of
rule is
vague,
that,
I
by the
should know
way?
what I was doing. I used the ability to hide
To
objects
be
behind
fair,
Dragon coins. So
Mario
when you get
World
above
did
a door will
this.
appear the next time you enter
Mario
the level.
World actually did
I think
this,
I was
though.
trying to make it so that collecting them is important, but to be quite frankly honest, I could have saved it for VLDC 7. I mean,
I
seriously.
do really like
There
this
was a level that
though.
used the exact same
Like
trick
that level.
and got in the top 10. Very convenient that the unintended purposes rule was cut, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but
very
still, it's in the
convenient.
worst list, mainly
For the
because
better.
of one info box, what playstyle is required as a result, and also breaking the rules. So kids, don't break the rules. Winners don't
Don't break the
kids.
rules.
Break more rules!
rules!
Otherwise, you won't make a yum
It's
like.
just surrounding.
Anyway, hey, part
Hey.
8.
Number 8.
Hey you,
We go
Have you
and
tried
derail a
steroids?
train.
Steroids?
YouTube
mind a
views,
random
you know.
question? Because apparently Rexes have during this
rules.
level. Woo! I went there!
Yes, as a matter of fact,
I
did
went
go
there!
You went there.
If
I
you
love
guys
it.
remember,
Oh.
I entered in a contest based on editing
Don't you
a
love
pre-existing
Hitbox, or
level
don't you
where I
love,
could only edit the graphics.
I already
enemies,
saw
music,
something
back
that made me
back.
go, hang on.
Not
that
bad,
was the
thank
level
you. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And it helps that the
Awesome!
music from the game
Hey,
awesome
Jason, remember,
was used.
it's awesome!
Okay, what about a level I made where you could only edit
It's
the
awesome.
level's layout and not the sprite placements? Oh, well, you just get Yoshi's Island 1.
Don't worry,
which,
Dyson Journey
doesn't even
coming
try anything
eventually.
new.
Just not this
It kind
level,
of has
because,
the enemy's
why?
behavior. It's kind of bad. This level
It's
is
kinda
pretty
bad.
low effort. It doesn't have
What do you mean
Daizo
kinda
the
bad?
Rexo
Explain
as the player
yourself.
character, and barely
Yeah,
do
explain
anything
it.
with his moveset.
Actually, I am
This level is
explaining. You're
just
unfair.
boring. and my attempt at self-aware humor isn't the highlight of my story writing skills.
I mean,
To be fair,
Jaws would.
I'm still not perfect at writing a story,
Still
but at least I
not.
could get the idea across. I would
partly?
try to make a level like this again, but you're better off just playing same sprites, different levels.
Fun fact, that hack cheated
Yeah.
several times. I played it. That hack cheated.
You know what they say, the house
Okay,
always
I know
wins.
this is a quote from Two Stupid Dogs,
Minutes
but I
for
think
cheating.
Red Dog pulls it off better.
Cheers.
Isn't that cute?
But,
But
it's
it's
wrong. Hell yeah.
Cooperoid.
Cooperoid City.
You know, I have a funny story about this one. So way back in VLDC 5, I told my friend Evil Guy that I was going to
Hey, shout out
recreate the
to Evil Guy.
Asteroid City from Star
Evil
Fox
Guy.
Assault using vanilla resources. As ambitious as it is, I pull it off.
I know, I
What
still
did
gotta
it
play that
cost,
game.
though?
What did it
Nothing much.
cost?
Just another generic
Good
level except with a
frickin'
confusing
reference.
tile set. Honestly, without the aesthetics, the level would have benefited slightly since, yeah, it does
What
throw
it
me
cost?
off.
Everything.
The first half is in the long
Everything.
side too, but at least I put the midpoint before the boss fight. There really isn't
I
much
mean,
to this level otherwise.
at
Just
least
some
you did
randomly
that.
placed
At
enemies,
least I
some
did
bad
that,
balance
true.
in a few areas, and again, a confusing foreground. The entry placed
It is
56
kind of a
with
confusing
69
foreground,
entries
yeah.
in total, so it's on the bottom
Yeah,
half,
it
but
is.
I like to think I improved since then. Right?
Right? Right? Did I improve?
Ad. I got an ad.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll pause. We'll pause. Please.
Hey, so,
Thank
pro tip. Never enter in a contest with the category authenticity in it.
you. Yeah, please don't. Don't.
Oh.
Don't.
Well, this won't be the
Don't.
only entry I basically screwed up with the Super Mario themed contests. I will say, this is the better of the two. The only
Is it,
issue
though?
is a lot of the entries that place higher than mine
No, I'm kidding. This is
are
a
also
fine
just
level.
as riddled with inconsistencies as, ironically, the original Super Mario World.
Oh, hi,
Not
small
docking
Mario
anyone's
only
efforts. There's just a bunch of hypocrisies involved with the judging.
Hypocrisies!
Right. What's wrong with this level? The level structure just strays too far from Super Mario World's other fortress designs.
It kind of does.
See, I thought I was being a little clever with the lack of swamps and thrimps, since that's how Iggy's castle was structured, and they aren't introduced until Morin's castle. But clearly, I should have just stuck with, like, castle enemies, you know?
I mean, honestly,
Another
it
thing
would have
that
still
basically
worked
was
if
the
I
big
didn't
nail
try
in the
some weird
coffin
stuff.
Was the
Or
secret
just
exit.
made a more
Especially since you
casual
normally
level.
find this kind of design in either a ghost house or Chocolate Island 5. I mean, yeah,
That was a
there
strange
is also
level.
that P-switch
Chocolate
puzzle in
Island
Donut
5.
Secret 1.
Yeah,
and
Chocolate
sure,
Island
as
was
far
fine.
back as World 1,
But I think
you're
Chocolate
introduced to
Island in
kicking
general
up
was just
items.
kind of really weird.
See, this is
That
why
is
this
true.
contest was kind of hard to design for. Since there are no secret exits in fortresses, you can make the argument that one wouldn't have a key and keyhole either.
True.
Hypocrisies aside. In
Nice
hindsight, I can
midpoint
see
of
where the level does
fortress.
fall.
Good.
The
Right.
over-reliance on Koopas for a fortress stage, and how I used them really felt ROM hacky compared to almost all the other levels in the base game, especially during the second half. Hey, it's cool to use blue Koopas to kick shells, but you expect that out of the level in the special world. I mean,
True.
to be fair, there was the— alright, that's it. I can't do this entry anymore. Super Mario World is bullshit, and there is no level theme at all. No, there is no level theme. I'm going out!
I'm going out, my friends! So I turned into a
Number
country
5.
person. Number
Apparently.
Yes,
5.
I'm going out.
You know,
I'm having
when I
a
started
job
this
through
list,
the
I
local
originally
lake.
placed this entry on the
Like
9th
Moses,
spot.
I can go over.
However, due to
Ah,
some
there you go.
offensive symbolism and the fact the
Offensive,
level
yeah.
had
Um.
potential, it honestly hurts a lot more from the previous 5 entries.
Okay, here we
Harry.
go. Here we go. So I showed off this level recently in its entirety.
Meet Harry. No, not Harry Potter. The stage I submitted for JC Games' 9th Special World Level Contest. Oh
Mhm.
boy, that's a mouthful. Later on, I had a standalone release that led to my very first trailer created from
Harry.
Camtasia Studio. Ah, the memories. The big
Gotta
problem
love the-
is, it starts out with
That
an
was
interesting
very
premise.
fast. It's fine.
Theoretically,
I didn't
if
even see
Nintendo
what it
had
said.
to make a
I
nice
hate
special
those so
stage,
much.
I could honestly see them making a Ghost Grassland stage.
Well, better get used to
Yeah,
my
sure, the
recent
level has
videos.
some
I
weird
keep
level
doing it
design, but
because
it
I
probably
like
will
being
be
I know.
funny.
higher than third last. It is then that you get transported into a pitch black abyss. You land on some ground that's totally not based on eyeless, and you stumble
Very
across some
scary.
words.
Holy shit!
Then you stumble across a castle.
Holy shit, though.
Remember, this is the re-release
In
version.
the scary
Ooh,
land.
We'll get to
Very
that
scary.
later. The castle is similarly
Very
structured
scary.
to front door. We have 4 rooms per hallway.
Four
I
rooms
do like
per
the
hallway.
basic idea of each hallway, since you notice that the
34.
numbered doors are flipped, and by going
43.
to the same numbered door, you'll be on either side of the themed room. Too bad
That
few
is
of
a
them aren't
pretty
well
cool
designed.
concept, though.
When playing this level, I found that
Yes.
I relied a lot on sprite spam to make things a lot harder for certain areas. I'll admit, the boo chasing segment is really cool even if you could break the gimmick. The rest
I found
rely
that
on
pretty
generators
tough
and
when I played it
launchers
again.
placed in annoying spots.
But maybe it's
and
because I
don't even
forgot how
get
to
me
play it.
started with door 4's bottom half.
I can already say right
If you
now,
play the
fuck
re-release
Door
version,
3, I would
there
not
is a
like that one.
checkpoint
I can already say that
castle
right
segment.
now.
I know,
But
right?
the only checkpoint in this contest version is just before the boss. Meaning you would have to do the outside segment, those castle
And
parts, and this annoying dark hallway where the only pipe that works is the blue one, since it's structured in a weird way and doesn't repeat horizontally. Oh, don't even try the initial boss door, since that would just lead you back to the beginning of the dark hallway. I actually really do like the boss in terms of concept.
I
It's
kinda
basically
want
the
difficulty,
tank
like
fight
I
where you
said.
dodge everything
I
it
know,
throws
right?
at you.
Darkness is
It
imprisoning
does
me.
recreate the Matrix in a
That's
few
no
parts,
difficulty, yeah, that's
but
fine.
it's a fun
Recreate the
survival
Matrix,
segment,
nice.
and it really shows potential.
That's a nice way of
secret
calling it
file box to be
slowdown.
like. Another reason why
Stirring.
I kinda don't like this is
Essence
because
of
this
frame
basically
drop.
shows my edgy phase in my life.
hell yeah,
Oh,
being
you
edgy.
thought the
No, you
Daizo
what?
journey track
Embrace
was
the
bad? Get ready
edginess.
to hear the kinda
Embrace
concept
it!
of this entry. Now, people are aware of the following
'Cause,
segment
yeah,
being
otherwise it will make
inspired by Eyeless.
Old Mage is
But that's
very
not
edgy.
the end. If you go through an invisible
Fucking
wall
bubbles!
and first set of doors, you would
Fucking
find a
bubbles!
twisted version of the warp zones you'd find in Super Mario
Welcome.
Brothers.
I thought that said
But-
welcome to
and get
war.
ready for this.
That would be
And you spin
that
jump
would make
at
it
certain
even more
points,
interesting with a
you'll
Nazi
find an even
symbol.
more
Oh, hey, look,
version
it's
that
a
leads
cross.
to Warp
Oh no, I'm
3.
going
This
to hell.
takes you to a black and white version of the dark
Oh, no.
hallway, ending with a Yoshi.
Oh, Yoshi.
Oh, and
Well,
to add to the
Rip
spookiness
Yoshi.
of the area, the theme from Lavender Town is playing. Oh no, this music is making me want to kill myself. But if that's still not
Yeah, remember
enough,
when
get a little
listening
bit
to that
more.
song made,
And I
yeah,
wasn't doing this without save states.
creepypastas.
So, during the underwater area,
And we love
if
'em.
you go under a certain pit,
It's a safe
you'll
state!
get to a pipe.
I cheated!
The first time
Anyway.
it leads to a bloody
Yeah, you
version
totally
of the room
fucking
without
cheated.
enemies or music.
And now we're in
Do
demon
it
mode.
again, and you'll get a gray version that's
And now
even
we're
more
in-
empty.
Now it's
Do it
just
one last
desolate.
time, and you get to
Nothing.
the same room again, except with shadows of
This is
birds,
desolate.
Princess Peach.
I
and
kinda
a few
like this
enemies.
section,
Game
I could
When
just
I
be
triggered
less...
this,
Ooh.
I just
Ooh.
kind of felt dirty for even implementing all of this anti-Christian
That's the
stuff
Nazis?
into the
Yeah, I
game.
agree, bro.
Then it gets to the secret exit.
That's not
because
even
of
the-
course it's
That's
like
not even a
each one.
proper
There is also a
swastika,
fifth
that's just...
door, but I
It's
failed
not.
to realize I
It's
was
just
avoiding the
weird.
level. So, as a result,
Just say
it
you were
leads
trying to
the gray
recreate that
version
one
of that
dungeon
water
from
segment.
the
I
original
do
Legend
still
of
have
Zelda.
the unused level
There you
now that
go.
I know how to revert the game, and this is what it looks like.
I hate
That'll
to
work,
showed off that level.
Maybe.
It's fine. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have a level without frequent checkpoints. Worse design if you go for the contest entry.
Hell
and an
yeah.
atmosphere an edgy teenager would come up with.
Hell yeah,
Because
being
I
an edgy
was
teenager.
One. Now with Alpha Sphere Director's Cut, I can
It's
at
still
least say
edgy.
I did a way better job at setting up unsettling environments.
My guy,
without
you
relying on
sampled the
anti-Christian
fucking
symbolism
Office.
and eyeless influence. Oh wait, that game is too.
I
big
still
style,
can't believe I
isn't it?
beat Alpha Sphere.
The
I
more
was so
I
happy
change,
with my victory.
the more I stay
Well
the same.
done, my man.
Oh, that took a lot out of me to beat.
That was a lot, yeah.
Go.
Oh, speaking of Alpha Sphere.
Add
Mario.
Add.
Oh, Mario's first
Add.
adventure. Oh, add.
Terrible pun aside, Mario's first
Okay,
adventure.
hold on. Well, how is it so far, my guys?
I mean,
Video, I like it. It's like, it reminds me of the classic top 10 videos from back in the day, which I like.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you have some humor to it. You have some background to it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it in general sense. I mean, and you're kind of poking fun at yourself, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I do really like. I was trying to mimic that era of countdown making, and I think I pulled it off pretty good.
It does feel like I'm watching a video from back in the ye old days.
Just wait till you see mine from back in the day. Mine was like 10 years
boy.
ago when I did it. Oh, just
Well,
wait.
yours was back in the day, man. It's going to be more
Mine was
authentic.
literally back in the day.
Hey.
Mine was
Exactly.
the day of top 10s.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much, right?
It's so bad that I got a death threat out of it. I'm not even kidding.
I remember. Yep. Just because you
That is
I spoiled one of
insane.
the entries.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but I will tell you, I literally got
don't-
a fucking death threat.
Don't do it. That is insane.
The
Getting
show,
a death threat
the show
from-
that made that person say that is so stupid, though.
I mean, I get the reasoning, but damn, this is so harsh. You can just say, you're wrong. No, I hope you die for choosing that.
Jesus.
Wow, okay.
Oh.
Thanks, buddy. God,
Are
who
we-
pissed your piccolo?
Are we all out of the ad now?
Funny thing is, I have not had a single ad yet.
Oh,
What do you
funny. Alright, are we all out of the ad?
I'm
Yeah,
out
I
of the
think
ad.
we're-
I just needed,
Okay.
I needed that story to be played out.
Oh, don't worry, we'll keep that in because we'll keep that one thing in. We'll make sure to be silent on other end, but I think it's funny to keep that one in
Yeah,
just for the clarity of it.
This is pretty much
Okay.
the middle of discussion. Anyway,
middle
let's
of
go.
discussion. Okay.
Three, two, one, go!
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 Adventure
Place.
is arguably
Thank
one
you.
of the worst hacks I made on the hack section.
Oh yes, good
It's
old
not the
Mario
little
City
tab.
Super Mario.
Wait,
Mine saw.
according to this video, it is.
Oh,
so,
no.
Never mind. Face of Fear does not help the
That's
hack's
good.
cause. So
Face
Feels like I'm
other
looking at a-
spotlight level brain play.
Felt like I was
right?
looking at a CDI
You
game
know
for
how
a
he
second.
expects the
I know,
player,
right?
maybe throws a couple scares. Well, me, it's Tryhard Cousin, who doesn't even know the
Oh,
rules
that
of
would have
spotlight
fucking
level
pissed me
design.
Oh.
off.
It
What
doesn't
is
really
that?
mean the spotlight doesn't
I think
follow
you're a
Mario's
tiny bit
position,
head
and
chaser,
instead
but
just
yeah.
scrolls up and down. Sure, the level tries to be fair with all these coins that show up above the darkness, but that's like throwing you in a pitch black room and your only sense of direction is stepping on pennies. Some
Hell
enemies
yeah.
won't go behind the face either.
That's a
but
good
for
visual.
whatever reason, their projectiles do. Oh, also, getting all of the dragon coins in this level is kind of a nightmare. Sometimes
It's
the
so-
level
so
is
dark,
tricky
I
for
accidentally
hard
missed the last
maneuvers,
one, is pretty
even
much what that
excluding
said.
the shadow.
Yeah.
The biggest saving grace of this level, as well as almost all the levels in M1A, is that you can skip the levels by finding shortcuts. To find Face of Fear shortcut, all you need to do is walk the other direction. No, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Look, I'm
Hell
still gonna
yeah.
keep this level low because of how it handles its secret exit. For
Hate the
whatever
system.
bold decision I made, I added a second checkpoint
Thou
hidden in
shall not
plain
win
sight.
this time.
Oh, you don't see it? It's one of the coins, you dummy. Oh, which one? I don't know. I used the number 4 in the message box to try to hint this, but it's really confusing how you're meant to interpret it. Is it the 4th green coin you collect? That can't be it. It's the 6th one. Is it the 4th columns of green coins? I guess, but why would you assume that? So after you collect this coin, you
Conveyance
either exit the
issues,
level
hell
if you've
yeah.
already beaten it, or die if it's your first run of it. Once you re-enter the level, you're behind the goalpost. Go to the very right, and you'll encounter with a room based on Blackout Basement from Donkey Kong Country.
At least it
this
fades
has the
properly.
same platforming expected from the first section, but it's
The
way
fade's decent,
less
I guess.
forgiving since you can't see anything half the time, which results
Oh
in guessing.
god.
Oh, and there's also a time limit. So good
Time
luck.
limits. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Evil Guy was
Ooh.
right. This is the worst level in the game. Well, I was told by him at least.
Ooh. Yeah, that level would have made me rage quit. I can guarantee that right now.
Oh dear God, not aerial assault!
Oh!
Add.
Oh, add.
Hey, do you like Tubler? Well, I got a treat
Oh.
just for you.
And yes,
Now,
it's spelled
funny enough,
Ariel,
there's a
not
lot of
Ariel.
levels that members of JC Games regret.
Hell yeah.
Some levels were even made artificially
my
harder by the
favorite
leader
font.
himself, as well as suggestions he made to us developers on what to do. For example, he made yellow and green switch powers blocks solid. Now, that's not necessarily a bad idea if you want to keep the game
When are we gonna get
balanced.
the Undertale skeleton
Assuming
called
you knew
Ariel?
what you were doing.
Be crazy.
Now,
Yeah,
the
clearly.
biggest thing about this level is somehow JC had everything with layer priority enabled,
I
which
think that was an
resulted in a few
HDMA
changes.
screw up.
Later on, I had my own bright ideas to further spice up the level, and this is the result. What the hell was I thinking with this Omega weapon of a level?
Omega
It starts with
weapon,
you
nice.
immediately going after a Poo-Poo, which can be
That's
seen
a
as
Final
useless
Fantasy
since there is
reference if you
another
didn't
one,
get that.
but it's a good idea to use both. Considering you
Never
can
played
only
Final
take
Fantasy,
one
so I
hit
wouldn't know.
before death,
It's in
it
like
makes
most
sense
Final
that there aren't
Fantasies, but yeah.
power-ups. These days, if
Never
people
played a
want
single
to
one.
use the P-Blue,
Okay, basically it's
you
like this
install
super
some code
boss
to make it
robot that you
either
gotta
faster,
fight, like...
give you more hits,
It's like an optional
or
fight
just not use
you
it,
can...
because,
Yeah.
well, that. It only gets worse
That.
in the second half, since you have to deal with
I
what's
love
above you.
that.
You also don't know how much time you have, but just assume every second counts. Sometimes, the level can't decide if it wants to be a platformer,
That
a
background seems a
flying
little
level,
odd.
or both?
Yeah.
Oh, if
Both?
you're thinking going on top of the level is the
I
end
know,
of it,
right?
nuh-uh, no, nuh-uh.
No.
You have one more gauntlet
Nuh-uh,
in a
I'd win.
completely different area.
Oh
When
my
I designed
God.
this part, I intended this to be the ship flown by the main antagonist at this point of the game. But to be quite frank, this is just a little too hard. It even
Maybe
had
a little
level
too
engine
much,
use save
but
states.
yeah.
And he ended the video just before
Oh
he beat
yeah,
the level.
level
Now,
engine.
if
We
you're
don't
saying
have to talk
this
about
shouldn't
him.
be that low and that Harry should have taken up this spot, then by all means consider it as such. However, these are my levels, and I have a big attachment to what these levels mean
Yeah,
to
no
me.
shit.
And personally, considering all the signs I ignored when making this, even if this was the second level I got into a collaborative ROM hack, that's no excuse to how garbage this level is. Compared to the Great
Garbage.
Pit, with how short that level is, I really should have just eased up on the spike spam I put all over the place.
And I could go for some Jimmy Johns right now.
3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Mario games.
Switching
Am I
the word
right?
on us, I see. Okay.
I want to make a space shooter instead. Too bad I did wrong!
Too bad I did wrong! Hell yeah.
Moontop
Metonymy.
Economy.
Moontop Metonymy, let's go!
Oh man! I should could bless people
I love
quickly.
You know what? I
Oh
think
my
I
God.
remember I played this
But in
once and I said,
hindsight,
fuck it. I
this
think I
level just
remember that. You
sucks if
told
you
me
don't
this.
know
I'm
what
like,
the
try it
info
once.
says.
Hell yeah.
But even with that knowledge, the level still suffers because fireballs don't
shoot straight!
There's also some stuff you can't see coming at all.
Hell yeah.
Because your controls are so screwed, you won't be able to go left or right very fast, so you're gonna have to do this awkward movement that will basically kill you a lot. Sure, you can get some hints on
These
where you're
mind
supposed
read-
to go.
these line
with
reads
the indicators in the background
are something
that
else.
doesn't help when you have to deal with these impossible tunnels in the second half. How are you supposed to avoid
I mean,
this?
clearly I passed
Yeah,
that one.
you're meant to just know that the walls are fake in some places. You what? This level is really bad simply because
You
I tried to
Yeah.
You
weird
what?
gimmick without much planning. You know the one thing I
You
could have done that
what?
would have improved massively? Use one of O blocks in the background.
Yeah, no
and not focus too heavily on the rather impressive fake parallax scrolling I pull off. This level is embarrassing because this was after the level I'm about to talk about.
Oh,
and I was
boy.
doubting my abilities as a level
Oh
designer.
boy.
Oh, what is this level you
Oh boy.
Oh
Oh.
boy.
Here we go.
Oh hey, Dishonored no trash heaps.
I have
Alright.
2 levels that I didn't put in the list for 2 different reasons. Firestorm Fortress with Mario lost in the forest.
Hell yeah, this level.
I actually forgot that this collab was actually released. So making this list, I thought I wouldn't need to talk about this level. Luckily, the level is disqualified from the list, mainly because more than 10% of the level is not mine. I made a few levels for this collab, and while I could also bring up Treetop Terror or Football Frost, it's Firestorm
Football
Fortress
Frost? I mean,
that commits
Football
2 main
Frost.
sins. It's an auto-scroller, and I stole the pipe idea from VIP5's Don't Get Careless or Else.
No, I mean,
Bad
so
level,
are you.
but the boss wasn't mine, and some of the aesthetics have changed, so... that's more than 10% of the level, to be honest. The Great Pit is my one and only
hell yeah,
second
the
Mario
Great
theme
Pit.
level, and it is also the first
Great
collab
Pit,
level
my favorite
that
scene from the
technically
movie
got
300.
accepted in an actual
You know what's
collab.
kind of funny?
To make a long story
This level
short,
got
I submitted
referenced in
level
the
10
new
times.
collab,
Raocow told me
which
just
is called
a minute.
And Another.
My dickhead nemesis ripped it out of the
So-
game when he took charge.
I actually had to
Blood.
fix that version of the level,
We know
by the
it's
way.
serious.
Toby 555, who finished the project, put it back in. Don't get me wrong, the level is pretty great.
Pretty great!
but I'm
I
more or
said
less-
it!
Oh my god, you
So
did.
that's why it's not.
I said it!
There
we go.
is one more
It's
level
a pretty
that,
good, eh?
some people would be wondering about.
Thank you
What
so
about
much.
my CODC 2020 entry?
Ugh.
Well, considering I made this video
Ugh.
before that level was made,
That boss
the stage
sucked.
is a little too new to talk about.
That
so,
boss really sucks.
If you guys think that stage is
But the level is
pretty
actually
good,
pretty
just
okay.
replace number 10. Yeah,
Cool.
just replace the Uplovania with that stage, okay? Nice, cool. Okay, I'm
Okay,
just
anyway.
delaying the inevitable at this point. Bring in.
Here we go!
Here we go.
Yeah, thank you, Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Ad. No, not an
Oh.
ad right before the great reveal.
Hell yeah!
God damn
It
it.
actually worked! Anyway.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
Blame Canada. Okay, anyway. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's a dark and stormy night.
Wait, I'm in this?
I know, right?
Hey, so remember that one section in Harry where everything is white and black?
Go on.
Me
You
and my
know just how
British
edgy
voice.
and cool that place was?
What the fuck did I
I'm
record
trying to
this?
breathe.
What if we made a whole level out of it?
Well, that's a great idea.
Great!
Make things more rad. I'll even use the same shadowy player
When the fuck did I
character
do that?
in that level
Recording?
itself.
I don't remember.
And I'll
I remember when I
ignore
asked
one
you
and
to
only
do a
Tester,
small thing for
'cause
me?
he
Yeah,
just
that was
doesn't
that.
get
Yeah.
the level.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
even cry like a bitch just so the level stays in the game, because the audience will get just how masterfully crafted
Also,
this
I
level
forgot about
actually
that at
is.
all.
It's perfect!
Perfect, I say!
What?
Hell yeah. That's clearly the best laugh I could do.
4
years Jesus.
later.
Oh, hell
What's
yeah.
that mean?
Yeah, that was you.
Uh-oh.
My level sucks.
Try hard level.
Yep.
And today I'm gonna talk about
Most likely.
Bring It On.
Bring it on! Number 1, the black hole.
Black hole.
Where do I begin with this level? Let's start with what is seen in front of you.
You know what's
The
really
aesthetics.
funny?
Everything is
You
chaos.
know what's really
The only
funny?
colors left are
People
black
have nostalgia
and
to
white
this
Zero.
level.
and most likely there to kill
People
people's
actually
eyes.
have nostalgia
If this
for
was
this.
from Yump, I
It doesn't
probably
surprise me
understand the
because
level's
you know there's
purpose,
always that thing like
but
something's so
no.
bad it's
and
kinda
things
good.
get
I mean, not even
No.
just that, but I've
Your
had people
objects are
legitimately
black
tell
and
me
you
that
can
this
go
was actually a good level.
Big no. You have multiple ways to get to the second half of the level.
Like, legitimately,
Okay,
not
why
no
is one of the
irony
secret paths
whatsoever.
way worse to trek through? How about a
Also-
use block snake that
Yeah,
just
you're gonna see it in a
decides
minute,
to
but-
randomly go wherever it
Let's just say a
wants?
certain meme
I mean, that's cool,
resurfaced
but
recently,
it leads to
which is
confusing areas.
kind of
Hey, how
interesting.
about some tight spots that require you to move exactly where you have to be, or otherwise you'll
Exactly
get
where
punished?
you have
How
to
about
be.
implement traps that are not well telegraphed and not explained well?
Hmm.
Okay, get this. What do you think is in the center of this black hole? What could possibly have been tracked for years in this chaotic place? What is the meaning of black and white? Trollface.
What, you mean Trollge?
A meme that was
Whoa,
never
it's the black and white
relevant
incident.
since 2012 rears its ugly head
It's the black
as
and white
a
incident.
boss of this level.
Black and white
I'll
incident.
give the boss this.
Black
Trollge.
hole
How
incident.
the steak
The
blocks
black
appear is
hole
pretty
incident.
rad,
You
but
know what? That's
considering the
perfect.
context, it's almost like I
Trollge.
designed this level as a troll to begin with. I didn't, but
Drown in your
what else
sorrows.
would you assume?
Darkened
this?
Mario.
Troll.
The level just feels bad, and it only adds insult to injury that the center of all of this is a Trollface Reznor boss.
It makes sense
If
now.
it wasn't for the
That's
boss,
the only thing that
this
aged
level
well
would
in
be
this.
less insulting come the end. This level was the final nail in the coffin that completely kills the collab's efforts.
Look,
I killed Jump.
I was being
It's
over dramatic,
no
I'll
wonder
admit.
criticism was very
But
high while I
yeah,
was
not a
working
lot of
on
people
both
like Jump
the
back in the day.
trapdoors and Brain Plague. It ruined my reputation.
Is
Even
it
if I
ruined
made
now?
some great
Absolutely
levels
not.
Jump,
But
my
yeah,
favorite being Rock Climbing Rush and Back to the Future. This one level tarnished me as a level creator for years! It
Hell
wasn't
yeah.
until I released Crack
Hack
the
the
Hack
hack. Yep.
that I was respected by my peers again.
I might respect
If it
my
wasn't
peers
for
again.
100 versions
Kind
of
of.
enemies, I would have just quit.
Hey, 10-year anniversary's out, by the way.
Or at least,
Hell yeah.
that's what I would have said. We all have bad levels, and for a long time, I've been haunted by many of these creations. Yumpelovania is a parody to my bad works, for instance. I've only realized this when I finished
hey,
a
look,
little
it's that
project
hack.
led by myself, Chaser, and Evil Guy called Project K. Without them, I wouldn't have come to terms with myself. I guess this video also
God, it took me
represents my
forever to get that
fears. If you
to get
guys
that
don't
glitch to work.
remember, I
Yeah.
actually have made countdowns before. Those being top 5 hardest Sumaru levels and top 5 Sumaru Halloween hacks. Those are
Yep.
terrible,
Oh, that
and they really showed me how irritating my
Think
voice
so.
can be.
aspect
I
ratio
didn't do
really brings
another
me
fully
back.
scripted video
Yep.
for years
Oh,
afterwards.
yeah,
Especially
a lot of
after
people
my
hate
addition
when
to
games
Fox's
are
Minions top
stretched.
N64
stretched
Yes.
like that. Yeah,
So,
Evil Guy still does
what
it.
changed my mind?
he
What
does
made me
it.
push through
And
this video?
I'm slightly bothered by
Well,
it, but I'm like, I
I
don't
just
say
said it.
anything.
I
I'm
did
just like,
push
yeah.
through
oh.
this video, and I ignored my worries. Like how I look back at these 10 stages.
It's weird,
I
but it's like
always look back
oddly
at my own
nostalgic,
videos and
I
just
suppose.
say,
Like the stretch.
Yeah, I
moved
guess that's
on.
one way to put it.
Will
Yeah,
this video turn out good? I personally
Nice
don't think
obscure
so,
Minecraft
but
reference,
I
shut
can
up.
only get there from here.
Red Dog's
So
still
thank you,
good,
sir, for
okay?
having me
Anyway.
realize this. Thank you, Melon Pizza,
You're welcome.
for helping me out with our projects. Thank you, Evil Guy, for being my longest internet friend. Thank you to my fans who celebrate 100 Moons of
Fans.
Enemies and Alpha Sphere.
Yeah, Joe's Cook is a friend of mine.
And finally,
100
you.
rooms of kick.
the viewer, for watching.
Oof, kick.
This is Daizo Divan, and it's never goodbye.
It's
It's
always...
always,
Aw, you're welcome, buddy.
Wait, you're still here?
Oh,
What, you're still here? What?
Hey, oh, the fuck?
And he's still here in this reaction.
I am.
I'm so glad I got it.
400.
Wasn't in the script.
Wow.
Alright, we can pause. Wait, no, don't
When
pause
I was
yet.
playing this level again, I had to bump into. I'm the worst. I'm the worst writer. I can't read my own shit. Not out loud, anyway.
I'm the worst.
Don't worry, I'm even worse when it comes to just reading out shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah.
So, is this better than my other top countdown shenanigans?
Well, I can't really have an opinion on that.
Oh
but
yeah, I guess you
it's
didn't
good.
watch those. That's fair.
I would say so, yeah.
It is long.
I mean, but you have a lot to talk about. It's not, and honestly, something that I've realized, especially when you'll see my top 10 video, is I'm trying to be quick, but because I'm being quick and stuff, I'm not saying everything right the way that I want, because I did, even when I did the remake, because I did a top 10 and then I did a remake of it, and then I go back to that one, I'm like, God, my wording just sucks, because I was trying to be so fast and to try to like just put words in summarizing, but it just didn't come out very well. So I don't think that's necessarily a big deal with them being a little longer. I mean, worst case scenario, if you really wanted to, you could have done it as a two-parter, and then that would still have been about 16 minutes or so for each one.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily that long in comparison, but again, when you're talking about levels, you want to be detailed about why they were your worst, and you know, because no one wants to see you sit there and go, number 10, this sucked.
Number 9, this sucks. Number 8, this fucking sucks. Number 7, this fucking sucks so much, I'd rather... Anyway.
Exactly. So, in that regard, like,
eventually,
no, I think
eventually it just divulges into, like, angry video game nerd insults to, like, insult the fucking...
To expand what...
Number 10!
Number 1.
It was ass!
It was ass! I'd rather drunk as... yeah, but...
Number 5, this is a shitload of fuck.
Number 4, this was a shitload of fuck!
Number 3, I took a number 3! Number 2...
Number 1, it's fucking LJN!
LJN for the
Number 2? Yeah, I want to fucking take a number 2 after playing this piece of shit.
Number 1, you're a piece of shit! Anyway, so... No, yeah, like, I guess the only thing I don't super enjoy about the video is, just my mic quality. That's about it.
I thought the mic quality was fine, but obviously, you know,
it wasn't bad.
You got what you had.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If that's the worst thing I can point out, then it's pretty decent, I think.
I would guess I would like to see you do more top 10 things just beyond just your levels and stuff, and do more.
You know,
that'd be interesting to see.
You know what's really funny about that, right? Is because I'm doing the top 10 best Daizo levels pretty soon. Hopefully this year. Yeah, but I would love to do like more of these. Like, I was actually, I'm kind of working on like a remake of one of my countdowns. Not the hardest Tomorrow levels. That one's still pretty accurate, even though it's kind of, oh well, whatever kind of quality. But I guess if anything, I would dub over it. Just to like amp up the humor of it. But yeah, no, I'm remaking top 5 Halloween hacks because there's so much now. There's so many Halloween hacks, and they're scarier. Like, genuinely.
Number 1, Earthbound Halloween hack.
No, I'm not. It's Mario World horror hacks, and I'm pretty sure you guys can guess that number 1 is a very predictable choice, but I think there's pretty good reason for it. So I guess it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see anything wrong. It looks like
I thought
maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to judge top 10 videos because everyone does them slightly differently, but they all kind of like feel like they're cut from the same cloth in a kind of way. So I don't really know how else to judge it in that matter. I mean, I think you get your points across and you add some humor to it. So I don't really know what else to expect from it. It's not like I go around and review people's top 10s and tell them that they should go kill themselves. But
damn.
But
your point.
Well, my point is, like, overall, I think it was a very successful video, and it's got over 500 views. You know, and that's actually kind of impressive with the matter of
it just being like, yeah, my own levels.
Yeah, exactly, because you know that's really hard to do. Like, because a lot of your own content and you're reviewing, you know, doing a top 10 of your own stuff, that's kind of harder to do and get a viewer like, because you know.
Like,
but I mean,
who would
obviously,
know my stuff, right? But
well, not, well, I mean,
well, okay,
in
people
general
know my
sense, who would
stuff, like
know-
100
who would know
rooms
what
and
my
stuff like that.
is. Like if I did a top 10 of my levels, which would be impossible because I've only made very little, but but even so,
I think
mean,
it's funny because
you
even
grown a-
Raocow
you've grown
said
a
the same
following,
thing. Sorry, what?
I mean, but you've grown. I mean, obviously, everyone's starting to know you because of like Hunger Rooms of Enemies, Crack the Hack, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And now I released
and you're also
RAC
known
and
for your,
OMH,
and you're also,
which
exactly.
has new contenders for the worst level, but not the number one worst. Like, I would not put any of those on number one.
And you're known for your great storytelling from Just Cook, so, you know what I mean?
Well, anyway. But, you know what's really funny about you saying, like, you barely have levels to make a top 10 of? Yeah, Raocow said the same thing. Yeah, like...
Why he wouldn't do a top 10?
Like, he said that he doesn't imagine having enough levels to make a top 10, and like, that's a pretty good point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he said literally the same thing. So...
I mean, because even looking back at the one real true level I've made, I look back at it and I'm like, oh, I could have done that better. So it's like, you know, I don't know. I would have a hard time doing that.
I think you could be able to do a top 10 on your own ports.
My ports, sure.
Yeah.
I know which one would probably be number one is the worst.
Oh,
that would be interesting to actually go back. Oh man, I'll have to go
when you
back.
get your PC again.
When I get my PC again, we'll have to look and see what SBCs I can find, and I'll have to look at.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do the top 10 Mario ports. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we are. We need to still do that and figure out what songs we want to put on there.
Oh, there's so many good ones now. We can't.
I know.
We cannot take out ones anymore.
No, well, what we need to do is we need to make.
We need to make like a sampled list and an unsampled list and probably a mixed list, to be honest, and also separate them between like remixes, originals. I don't think we need to do straight up ports unless it's like Mario 64 era stuff, because those are a little more impressive. But yeah,
I think it'll be fun. Well, that can make it a nice little video series. And then I would make the rule is only one per composer. That way there's
I would do one per
spotlight.
franchise. I
I
would do one per franchise.
I mean, because
too.
granted, if I made a list, I would put a lot of Hooded Edge in there. I love his work.
Jesus.
So
no, I mean, I would agree.
Like
one composer and per franchise, yeah. But yeah, I think we both know. I think all three of us know what the number one best level of mine would be.
Oh, yeah.
I think we can all guess. But until next time, my friends. This is Daizo Divan.
This is Chasing Scooter, also known as Chaser the Ultimate Gamer.
I'm just here.
And that is Soko the Oshawott, and it is never goodbye.
It's always a see you later.
And that's the phrase. Take care, everybody. Thank you for joining us in this reaction.
Peace.
Yeah.